Good morning to you all. Afternoon, evening, daytime, lunchtime, tomorrow morning, next week, whatever it is whenever you're watching this. G'day and welcome to the outside of Disgracelands. As you can see, we have some blue sky here today. That's the stuff at the top. Best place for it. Thank you first of all to everyone that's been subscribing to the channel and watching the videos. As of about yesterday, I have 100 subscribers. That's my little party popper there, so that's my party. Did you enjoy it? Good stuff. So thank you to everybody that's been subscribing and watching the videos and making comments and joining in the fun, really. It's been truly really inspiring to have met a whole bunch of musicians, guitar builders, people who know their stuff, beginners, experts, absolutely everything in between. And yeah, what a great community we got going on here. It's massively inspired me this year to get back into playing and writing and recording again. And because last year was a complete write-off as far as I was concerned. I hardly touched anything guitar-wise or music-wise all year. So it's been fantastic to get leaping back into action this year. So thank you so much to everybody that's subscribed and comments and watches the videos and seems to enjoy what I do. Yeah, more coming. Let me know if there's you know, particular videos you want to see from here. More rubbish of me just sitting down and talking or playing guitar or whatever you like. Give us a shout. Not obviously not whatever you like. There are limits. But you know, anything legal will be considered. Okay, so yeah, huge thank you to the 100 of you that are subscribed and the bunch of you that are watching my videos and seem to be enjoying them. What we're going to do now is we're going to enter Disgracelands, which is the generic name for anywhere that I have a studio set up. Anything that can record a noise becomes known as Disgracelands, and it's been the sort of name of my studio for quite a few years now. And the Disgracelands Audio-Visual Research Centre, as it's laughably known. So we're entering now. Dun, 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 dun. And first of all, we have on this side guitar rack number 1, where we have most of the major food groups of guitars covered. I'm just going to do a brief quick run through on this without trying to turn the damn thing off. One Fernandez Sustainer guitar. Cheap Chinese version, not overly impressed, but I'm yet to really give it a pasting yet. So that's my Strat type thing covered. There's my Epiphone Les Paul, absolutely stock. I like that. Here's an Indie IRK 5, which is a Rickenbacker, or known as the Not-a-Backer Rickenbacker clone. It has a problem with the rear pickup at the moment. The Log, which is my super fast animal guitar for when I need to play super fast animal stuff. We have my Aria LW12, beautiful acoustic guitar that usually lives in an open C tuning, although I think at the moment that's probably in something else. My Squire 5-string HM bass. It's a bit of a beast, and that's possibly going up for sale because I have another bass now. Then my Yamaha 12-string lives in open C. At the moment it's a 10-string. So that's the main food group guitars I've got there. Then on this side we come over and we have this, which I'm yet to do a video on, which is my Dan Electro Longhorn short scale bass, which I got bought by my great friend Blaze and his wife Claire and their little boy Harry for my 50th birthday, and that's a fantastic bit of kit. I absolutely love that guitar. It's rapidly become one of my favourite guitars, and I know that some of you are going to be going, oh, Dan Electro, they're rubbish, but play one, get one, find one, play one. They are very strange bits of kit, and I think they're phenomenal guitars. They shouldn't work. Everything about the design is absolute rubbish in terms of what you would traditionally expect from a guitar, but they're fantastic. I love it. Next to that we have my nylon strung, my Santos Martinez CM150, I think it is, acoustic with your built in and all that. Nice guitar, very nice sounding guitar. Massively chunky neck. We then have this thing, which is the back stealth guitar, the vintage Metal Axe Razor, which is, I did a video on that, and that's a guitar with absolutely no character whatsoever, which I use when I'm piling things through tons and tons and tons of VSTs and don't really care about having an actual guitar sound at the beginning of it. It's just a trigger for special effects and things like that, which I do quite a bit with the band Happy Orange Baloon, which is one of the recording projects I work on. Happy Orange Baloon, go check them out. Very interesting stuff. We then have the original tone plastic switch fibrocell, which you know about possibly. Then my little tiny PV Raptor, this is a Vietnamese built PV, and a great little guitar, fantastic sounding guitar. In terms of recording, that's my go-to Strat sounding guitar. Fantastic bit of kit. And this old thing, which is an old Epiphone Casino, or was in a previous life, the pickup's been taken. It's had, whoever had it before just did loads and loads of damage to it, cut big chunks out of it and did all sorts of horrible things. But one day that will relive. Just put that back there. We're going to have a major accident here if I'm not careful. And then we got a little baby ukulele, pineapple ukulele, courtesy of my friend Danny. I then have a mandolin, just a gremlin mandolin, courtesy of my great mate Dave. And behind that is an old, or two instruments. Oh God, he's doing that. Excuse me, stay there, stay there. Professional camera work. And then we have the bouzouki over here. So that's the main kit. In terms of monitoring and things like that I do in the studio, I have these speakers here, which are my Celestion 3s. Little tiny speakers, but incredibly nice speakers. Very, very flat response. And then my amplifier here is an old Sony TA343. I think it's only like a 20 or 30 watt 1980s amp. But again, for this tiny little room, it really does the job. Then we come over here to my main control centre, where I have my 100 subscribers and all that, my channel sitting there ready to go. And then this thing, my EMU, can you see that? Keyboard, which unfortunately died a couple of days ago. Yeah, unfortunately that died a couple of days ago. And so I've just ordered a new keyboard. Yeah, the new keyboard I've ordered is a Novation key something, can't think what it's called actually. Novation Launch Key 49 I've just ordered. MIDI controller keyboard. I don't tend to use this EMU much, but it has to be there. I need it for my recording stuff and that. You know, if I want to program in drums and do synth lines and things like that, then obviously that's what I use that for. It died the other day. I've had to run out and get one. The Novation Launch Key at the moment, for anyone in the UK that's after something like that, and Gear 4 Music are selling them cheap at about £79, which is ridiculous, plus about £5 to have it delivered the next day. So mine should be turning up tomorrow. So I'll probably be doing a video of me getting incredibly frustrated about that, but it has flashing lights on it, so it can't be all bad. That's really it. That's the setup here. I'll run to a standard PC. I have a Creative Labs EMU 0202 USB sound card, external sound card that I bung all my guitars into, and I run through Reaper. That's what I do. That's how it works around here. Yeah, and it seems to work quite well. I haven't updated to the new version of Reaper yet. I was going to do that this week, but I've just had to spend 70, 80 quid on a new keyboard, so... what else has been going on here? Some good stuff actually. Some new... I had a brand new guitar student start on Monday, and anyone who teaches guitar, you say to the student, what do you know about guitar already? Do you play at all? And virtually everyone will say, I know a couple of chords. And I've really learned that means that can mean absolutely anything from I don't know any chords. I've been blowing into this guitar for a month and I can't get a fucking sound out of it. Or it means that I'm actually Stevie Ray Vaughan and I can piss all over anything you can do. So you never actually know what it means. But this girl came over and really good lesson. So yeah, and they're booked for another one in 2 weeks' time, so that's looking all good. They seem very, very happy. I was really happy with the lesson. Top stuff. I've actually got another lesson this evening, about 5 o'clock in a couple of hours. And what we did last time out, this basic sort of... which is one of those things on the surface seems incredibly easy because you're just moving this little shape, that sort of A7 to that sort of A minor 7th sort of shape. But once you start analysing it with all the little ghost notes and the upstrokes and all this sort of stuff, there's a ton of stuff going on. I ended up just playing that little riff about a month or so ago to one of my students, and his eyes, oh, I want to learn that, I want to learn that. And I started trying to break it down in terms of a lesson. I actually thought there's a lot more going on. I mean, you can play it like that. But that sounds nothing like that. And trying to get all those little subtleties and things like that in. And the aim being today, hopefully we're going to start going on to fingerstyle and changing it up into... That's the idea. If I can actually get these fingers to hit any of the relevant notes, then we'll be there. That's it. Really, today's thing was just to say hello, thank you to everybody that's subscribed. Let's have a quick look. Recent shout outs for you. Rasbo99, Dale Palmer, Jerry Billy, Midnight Welder, Sylvesterado, Jonathan Jordan, Will Gelvin, Jason Erickson, Autistic Skull Demo, Mike G, J Knight, Sakib, Billy Pate, Guitar Struggles, the rest of you I think I've covered and said hello to, and thank you very much. But it does mean a lot, it keeps me going, it keeps me inspired, and that's always a good thing. So, rock on dudes. I can't believe I actually said that. At least I didn't do that. Shit. I feel so dirty. I'm going to go work out how to get these fingers moving for the lesson. Run the road, buy a couple of beers for afterwards, obviously. It's Ed Dana's birthday as well, so happy birthday to you, Ed. I said I'll be raising a beer or three to you later, and I will go and do that when I finish the lesson. Then I've been out, dealt with a few other bits of business, and I'll come back and sort that out. So, top stuff, people. Keep up the good work. And again, yeah, if there's particular stuff you want me to cover on videos, give us a shout, let me know, and I will try and do what I can. Providing it's legal and I don't have to take any clothes off, because no one needs to see that. That would seriously break the internet. Horrendous thought. Take it easy. See you on the next one.